Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I just want to give my 2 cents, my little input about what is going on in Nigeria because a lot of people has been discussing, arguing, and having a debate on this, and I just want to have my little input on it. And this is it. And the first controversy is did Ashiwaju Ahmed Tinubu bat won the just concluded Nigerian election. And the first question I will ask everybody is that let us flip it all around. Is it possible for Atiku to say they won the election? Or is it Obi could claim that he won the election? And that is what I really don't get about this debate ravaging our country. Because we have this election, and I believe it was, at least, it was fairly good because no election can be 100%. If you look at especially the obedient, because they've been so ravaging and so aggressive on the social media, and if you look at the election, there is no way in this world that the obedient will claim that they won the election. It is practically impossible. The evidence points to the contrary. And even me, in my own argument, I really believe strongly that the Labour Party actually rigged the election in the southeast. Because if you look at the numbers coming out from the southeast, it is completely ridiculous and outrageous. You are talking about 97%, 90 something percent, 87. You're talking about ridiculous numbers. Extremely ridiculous. And when in 5 states, you could have that kind of ridiculous numbers. And on the other hand, it says the election was rigged. By who? That is what I really don't understand. Because when these obedience talk to me, what I ask them is this: are you claiming everywhere that you won is not rigged, but everywhere Ashiwaju won, he rigged? That is the conundrum that I don't understand. You have to accept defeat when it's so blatant and glaring. The funniest thing is that Atiku won in Osun State, Obi won in Lagos State. In Oyo, Obi has 99,000, close to 100,000 votes in Oyo State. Tinubu have like 400 and something thousand. That is credible. But you go to the southeast, you are looking at completely ridiculous numbers. 1,000 and something votes in Anambra. In I think it's in Imo or something. 6,000 votes. And their senators, Kalu, was having 40 something thousand just in his senatorial district to get elected. So this problem smells foul straight up into the high heavens. It's glaring. It's glaring that they try to rig the election, but they did not win. So, to be sincere with ourselves, we need to let this go. And let me tell this to the southeasterner. This problem will keep happening every election season. If you don't change, you don't realize what you've done, because what people thinks that the obedient movement achieved in the election, they don't realize it's going to be a negative reaction to it. You have to understand what I mean. Let me tell you what I mean. They have shown to the rest of the political class and to the rest of the Nigerian citizen that their vote does not count. That is what they have shown. Because if they continue like this, not building bridges, not making friends, the politics of isolation, the politics of bullying, the politics of forcing someone to follow you, if they continue on this road, they will only fight about the presidency. They won't get there. The only way a southeasterner could become a president is if they build bridges, because their votes cannot get them there. It is impossible. No single region can get there on their own. And that is why Asiwaju build an alliance with a party, with the former party of Buhari, of the President Buhari, to form an alliance. That is, you have to form alliance, get bridges, form bridges. Get people to support your agenda. And it has to be long term. People have to be able to trust you. And let me tell you something that you have to understand now. Look, it is impossible for me to give power or advise a Nigerian citizen to give power to somebody that wants it at all cost. Because those kind of people are dangerous people. Extremely dangerous. Power is not a do or die affair. You are coming to serve, and it's politics. If you lose, you wait for your next turn and try to see if you can convince more people to believe in your agenda, to believe in your plan. Now, I'm always been so engaged in politics. That is in my own little way. Anytime I have the time to talk about it, I'm always talking about it. But I've never been this engaged. And the reason why I was engaged now is because of this obedience movement, the way they're bullying everybody. You have to support it, you have to support it, you have to support it, you have to support it. They painted Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu as the devil and Obi as an angel. Do you understand that? Look, I am a Yoruba man. And one thing I know about my ways is that I've never grown up to be a fanatic in anything. We are always accommodating. Muslim, Christian, if our people, we are always living together, eating together. As in, everything is free. We see ourselves as a Yoruba first before any religion. This is the first time that I've seen that Yoruba people, as someone is trying to divide the Yoruba race through the prism of religion. And all these politics cannot work. You have to understand that. A proper Yoruba man will see themselves as a Yoruba first. Before any religion. It doesn't matter. Muslim ticket, Christian ticket. It does not matter to a Yoruba man. My dad, his house, you have a big mosque in front of it. Church everywhere. The children come to our house. Everybody plays together. No religion in Yoruba man. In a Yoruba man's head. Now they're trying to divide us. Oh, Muslim. It doesn't matter. You have to play the politics of inclusion. The politics of togetherness. Build bridges. Let people trust you over time. Do you think APC, if I'm part of the APC, now, the Southeasterner gave Asiwaju APC, let me say APC umbrella, a significantly intangible numbers of votes from the region. And do you think in the next 8 years, 16 years, you keep voting the way you're voting? They will now hand over the presidential ticket to somebody from the Southeast. No! Nobody will do it. If you want what you're clamoring for, you have to start building bridges from now. Don't be too one-sided. PDP, Obi came, everybody deliver. Does that even actually make any sense? Look at everywhere in Nigeria. The votes were proportionally divided. 15%, 40%, 45%. That make logical sense. Not 97%, 1%, 2%. What you're just showing is that you are isolating yourself. And after you're isolating yourself, the next thing you're doing is that you're showing everybody that your vote does not even matter. You are going to be isolated. And nobody is isolating you. It is your politics that you are using to isolate yourself. It is your politics that you're using. Nobody is isolating you. And now, I also get this argument from people that say, the Southeasterners are being marginalized. The argument to me is the most foolish and the most ridiculous argument I've seen. That's what I keep telling everybody that says that. Say, look, Nigeria practice what is called federalism. Federalism. So, each places is being divided into regions. And those regions is being divided into sub-regions. So, the Southeastern have 5 states. Being ruled by 5 what? Governors. So, it is their governors that has autonomy. And they have to understand that all these states have their senators and also their local representative and also councillors. So, as it is being divided in the federal level, it's also being divided like that in the state level. That means every state is sovereign to a degree because you have your own, you make your own laws. That is why some states go pass Sharia laws in the north. Because you are being governed by your own law. The federal government is not ramping anything through your throat. You have your governors doing it. You have sovereignty. You are the one electing your leaders. You are the one electing senators. You are the one electing your governor. You are the one electing your House of Representatives. Nobody is imposing anything on you. So, and everywhere in Nigeria is like that. So that is why I say, in Lagos, in Oyo, in Ondo, in Osun, I keep telling anybody that wants to blame what's it called, the federal government. I keep telling them, what have you done in your state? Because I have a lot of politicians, they keep telling me, oh, they said, no. Before you blame the politician in the federal state, what have you done in your state? In Lagos State, what have you done? In Oyo State, what have you done? In Osun State, what have you done? It's everywhere in Nigeria. We practice federalism. Nobody is being marginalized. Nobody. And this politics of ultimatum, if we don't give us this, no. Shouldn't work. Those kind of policies cannot work. The politics of threat. If you want people to trust you, do you know what you do? You join and play the politics of what? Of togetherness. And let people what? Trust you. Look at Okpabio. Most likely is going to be the Senate president. Why? Because he has proven himself to be trustworthy. There is no way a leader can rule, can govern without having trusted people around them. It is impossible. If anyone now, no matter where it is, the president of America, what do? They pick the people close to them to help them to run the affairs of the country. You won't just go and pick somebody you don't know. Because of what? Because you want to fail? There's no way those politics can work. Stay in line. Be patient. Serve your dues. Pay your dues, I mean. And the Southeasterner knows how to do that. They come all the way to serve their masters. They stay with their masters for a while. They got their freedom. They pay their dues. They will become their own masters. That is their culture. So they know how to do it. So why don't you implement it now? If you continue, you will just talk up. You will just be clamoring for nothing. It's politics. It's a game of numbers, and you keep losing because you don't have the numbers on your own. And even you got as far as you've gotten because you managed to convince a lot of people about this religion stuffs. You have to understand that everything starts. Every politics is local. You have to start from the grassroots and build up. And thank you. And I will come again to talk about another topics that people have been talking about. So thank you. We'll see you later. God bless.